Hello, and welcome to Homer for Friday, March 21st, 2025. O syfathoi de hecastos elon de passam ficupelon, spesantes paranea sisan palinerce adusseus, patroclos tetorois inited moesi caleuse, poini gestoresai poginon necosoti takista, Haide pipe dominais toresan ecos celeuse. Coe ateregos telino eiom telepton au. Coe ateregos telino eio telepton auton. Entogeron catalecto caeio dian mimnen. Autere qui lausau de muco ecclesieseo pectu. Toedera par catalecto gynetein lesbothenege. Forbantos tugater diomede cali pareios. Patroclos tedoroten lexotopadara caetoi. Ifistos donos tenhoi paradios equileus. Scuron alona peion nu eios tolieton. Awesome. Very formulaic, but let's translate it real quick. So spake he, but they took each man a two-handled cup, and when they had made libation, went there the lines of ships, and Odysseus led. But Patroclus bade his comrades and the handmaids spread forthwith a thick couch for Phoenix. And they obeyed, and spread the couch, as he bade, fleeces and a rug and soft fabric of linen, linoio. There the old man laid him down and waited for bright dawn, but Achilles slept in the innermost part of the well-builded hut, right, Eopectu. And by his side lay a woman that he had brought from Lesbos, even the daughter of Phorbas, fair-cheeked Diomede, Calipareios, and Patroclus laid him down on the opposite side, and by him in like manner lay fair-girdled Iphis, whom goodly Achilles had given him when he took deep Scuros, the city of Eneos. So I looked up these names. I gotta do it. Who are the women? Where do they come from? Why do they go? They're basically, as in many cases, sort of just kind of made up here, right? We don't know who Eneos is. We don't really know who Forbantos is, or Phorbas, right? But we do know that there's a difference in the women here. So this is a fun part. Okay, so there's many different. Is it significant that Odysseus leads them? Right, Parane, Asisan, Palin. Right, is it important that Odysseus leads them back? I don't know, right? But it is important, I think, that Patroclus orders the domoesi, right, this word right here, woman gotten in war, right, house slave gotten in war. He orders them to prepare the bed, right, and this bed it's a very formulaic bed preparation scene, right? So you have the koea, te regos, te linoio. What is koea again? I think it's like, maybe we'll see it in a second. So you have the fleece, right? And then you have like the, what is this? Like the, gosh, my computer's so slow. And then you have the tough, the thick packed linen, right? Ton aolton, right, which is the best linen, right? The sort of like of bestestness, aolton, right? So great, like they prepare a great, great bed. And they sit there and wait for bright dawn. This is important from a plot perspective because of the fact that he's sleeping there, they know that they're not going to leave until morning, right? Which is at least getting Achilles for a little while longer, right? But then there are these different women in the second half here, right? Which is right. So Achilleos haude mukoi klisies eopectu. He lays himself down in the mucos, right, which is the innermost part of the chamber, right? Oh shoot, that's throwing errors in my recording, but it's okay. Hopefully it survives. Okay, yeah, hopefully of scary. Anyway, so basically, these women are from Lesbos, right? We would have heard about these in the Cypria, which is another, Homeric poem, right? But, for now, we basically just have this, like, they're here, right? They're doing their thing. They're not preparing the bed sheet, right? They're not preparing the beds for their guest. They're doing something else. And they're obviously very beautiful, right? This word kalipareos, right? And I think it's important that, they be mentioned here that one for themselves, right? So, Achilles, as a very great friend, gives Patroclus sleep with, right? Provides pode, right? Basically, I think this implies that not just that they're beautiful, but also that where they came from, they were of status, right? So these were statist women before Achilles came and sacked their city. Halon aipeon skuron, right? Taking wide or tall, skuros, right? I don't know. It's it's an interesting. Why is Brise so important, right? If they're clearly like going to bed every night with, similarly honored women, right? Well, it's because obviously, I guess it's important to show. I mean, much of this is very formulaic, but it's basically important to show that, they have women. If they wanted a woman, it wouldn't be a problem, right? They already have like lesbian women, right? So it's like not really like a big deal that Agamemnon's offering them, right? And there's clearly other things at play here, aka honor and everything else like that. But just as a final note, Depas Ficupel, a two-handled vase. Anyway, I went to the Metropolitan Museum of Art yesterday, and we saw lots of beautiful two-handled vases. And they're spondying it out, space antes, right? They hurry back after they did their thing.